every card in the deck is different, and I also have nothing in my pocket. We'll go through the cards and take out any card at random, memorize the Jack of Hearts as we bury it somewhere into the center of the deck. But watch, if I reach into my pocket, you'll see one card jumps in. We'll actually do it one more time. We can do it with a card face up if you wish. Let's bury the 9 of Hearts into the center just like the Jack. And if we reach into my pocket, you'll see the 9 jumps in. So this is how the full routine works, and specifically, this is the secret. Before I dive into the method, I need to make a quick apology. When I posted that video a couple of days ago on social media, I left the caption saying that it used pure sleight of hand. And in the comments down below, people were very quick to say, actually, you had 2 duplicates concealed in my pocket, and then I forced the 2 matching cards. And I am going to teach you the method in a second, but I did just want to say sorry to absolutely f***ing no one. This actually is real pure sleight of hand, no duplicates, no forcing. I'm going to teach you the method in just a moment. I'll show you it uncut once again. But more importantly in this video, I'm going to teach you specifically why my techniques and methods work so well to fool people, especially those who are well versed in sleight of hand practicing. I don't even know the word, but I do know how to fool them. So watch, this is the uncut performance, genuinely borrowed deck of cards. Every card's different, and importantly, there is nothing in my pocket, okay? For realsies, nothing at all, okay? So watch, let's just imagine you stop me on this card and you sign it. We'll bury it into the center of the deck, and when I reach into my pocket, that's the selection. We of course can do it face up, so let's just say you want this card, it goes into the center of the deck, and again the selection comes from the pocket. Now let's go and learn the method. The first move you're going to learn right now is called the Premier Control. I released this about 9 years ago with a magic company, but I first posted and shared it on the Magic Cafe, I think 14 years ago, maybe longer. And it's my variation on Steve Drawn's Circle Control. And what's important are the differences, mainly in the subtleties and nuances, which I believe make it more practical, at least for me, in the real world. So this is the first part, and this is a card control that once you learn how to do this the right way, there's not many more controls you'll need to get a card to the top which looks as clean and as fair as this. I've fooled thousands of magicians all over the world and the internet with this control every single week. So this is what it looks like. Any card is selected. Let's say they go for this one. We'll lose it into the center. This is what's happening. First of all, spread through the cards, have a card selected. And the important thing is that you don't just spread through and split and then drop one hand or keep the cards here. You're going to actually ask someone to call out stop. And as you go through the cards, you're going to tilt them up like this. So you say, tell me when to stop. And it's important that you're bringing these cards up to your chest, okay? Because it's going to motivate the next motion. So let's say they select a card, you have them take it out of the deck and then place it back in the deck. And as they do, it's important you grab a pinky break here. Otherwise you'll get caught in a second. So your right hand spread is here, the selection is back, but with a pinky break. I'll do it face up, okay? Now, 2 normal things could happen here. You could either bring the cards back, which would be completely normal, or you can bring this hand up to meet these, which is again, completely normal. You're gonna choose to bring this hand up to meet the spread here. And as you do so, you're gonna place your thumb on the edge of the card. You're going to tilt it to the side and down. All right, so back towards yourself. From the front, looks like nothing's happened, but really it's in position. This happens as the cards come up, and as they come up, this card is just gonna, as you get to like this 90-degree angle, okay, so not here, but here, you're just gonna literally overlay the selection above the spread. Okay, so you're gonna go from here, like that. If you didn't get a pinky break, like this, then you run the risk of a few cards coming with it when you do this, and it gets messy and dirty. So it's important the pinky break is there. But you're here, you come up, and this just goes over, right? And the reason it's going to come back is because if it didn't, you'd see it. But it comes back and now it's invisible. At the same time, with your spread, you're not just going to close it, you're going to spread them back like this. Because if you just closed it, then this card would line up here and that doesn't look normal. But you're going to bring it back in line, and now it looks like you've just spread the cards back on top. So with the card face down, like this, we'll use a different card. With the card face down, when these go back, that selection is now there. That's the Ace of Clubs. And it's not here. Important point number one. Now, the next part is that when the cards are in this orientation, let's say this is a selection, you naturally need to square the deck. You're going to place your thumb at the back. Okay, and the other nice thing, by the way, the spread hides the split card from top and bottom. So the selection that peeks out is hidden from top and bottom because of the spread. But now you need to square up, and you're going to do this by placing your thumb at the bottom, okay, your fingers on top, and this is all done milk towards yourself. You're not doing this under the guise of spectator. You're doing this up here, and when the cards is finally squared, you're in mechanic's grip, and you're in the perfect position to execute a one-handed top palm. Okay, so one-handed top palm looks like that. Using your pinky to poke the card forward and to the side. That's a one-handed top palm move, but it's not going to go into a full one-handed top palm. You're actually going to let it kick right out to the side. Okay, so you want it almost like have it be exposed, and this is going to come up to be really important in a few moments. So as you come and square, your hands are going to come here. You go into a wide one-handed top palm, but at the same time your hand is going to start in this position, and it's going to rotate the deck around into your left hand. Okay, so from here, at the same time, one hand or loose one hand top palm, I'm going to re-grip the deck. Okay, now this is the important part. The reason why you want it to stick out is because if it was deep in your hand here, you may expose it there, and the next thing that's about to happen would almost definitely expose it. And the next thing is this. I'm here, and I'm gonna toss the deck back into my hand. Because one of the number one rules of having an object palmed is to hold something in the dirty hand. If you do this, it immediately dismisses that you could have something hidden there. So I'm here, and by doing this, I now imply very strongly that my hand's empty, and also my fingers have some motion in them because the card is back deep. Okay, if it was too far forward, I wouldn't be able to move these fingers very well. But because I can, it really looks fair. And it helps for the next part, which is to toss the cards here, drop the hand, let it swing back and forth. I think it was Marlowe that says a hand that looks empty would swing. And now because my fingers can move more than if it was normally palmed, because it's so deep, now I can really sort of grab my t-shirt to move it out of the way. Instead of worrying and keeping my hand like a dead fish, I can genuinely have a bit of motion here. I can just flick my t-shirt out of the way and load the card into my pocket or anywhere else that I like. So one more time, let's do this from an exposed view so you can see that I'm not faking anything. The card gets selected, gets lost into the center of the deck, somewhere like this, and it's palmed into a deep palm, and I can pull it out of my pocket. If you want to learn more of the good stuff like this, the fooling card magic that I don't teach on YouTube, especially with the tricks that have crazy methods, head over to patreon.com/LloydB right now, and you'll learn over 30 exclusive, my most hardcore magician fooling techniques and tricks. I'll be back in another video very, very soon. Hit that subscribe button. Love you all. Peace.